Be live now. I'm gonna continue on with our rogue leveling. We are now in Modan, so we're gonna be killing some Trogs first, and from here we'll go back to Elwyn just to do Hogger. Once we get closer to like 14, or if we find like a group of people looking for it. But good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are all having a great morning. We are grinding out some WoW for the meantime while we wait for delivery. I have my kids' beds coming today. Okay, this is gonna suck already. You know, sometimes this game has the stupidest things ever happen. That was one of those times. Like, I understand they have range and whatnot, and to be aware of that, but at the same time, I should be able to break their line of sight or at least make them follow me for some time. A little bit too much of a pull for that one. I want this Strug here. I'm just not trying to do all that where it's like yeah, it keeps running around the mountain. I have to get this one pulled away first, and I'll have to go for that one. Not too fan of much of a fan of being out like out in the open like this, so already finished all my throwing, but try to pull him out a little bit.
Health warning.
Alright, we should be fine. As long as we don't overpull. Like, we can take 2. We'll just pop evasion. The scouts are going to be the main issue just because of their range damage. Hunter, thank you for the follow. Scott, thank you for the likes. I just want to get these aggros far away from the other trucks as possible. Morning, Sephiroth. How are you doing? Glad to hear it. I decided to only start playing again. I took a little bit of a hiatus from Classic just because of some returning to work, and then we'd had a little family vacation beforehand. And then I saw the Fortnite season's ending, so I had to take care of that real quick. But back on the Classic WoW. And trying to figure out what I want to do as far as like if I want to keep leveling my rogue, which I enjoy, or if I want to go for a mage. Because if I go mage or warlock, then I can easily early farm stuff. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Go on left hand side here. Pop evasion. And we should be able to take these 2. When we drop to 50, then we'll gouge and go for a bandage. It's just kind of the playstyle that we're going with, so we'll just kind of damage them out, and then should we need a bandage, we'll do that. Scout trugs are the ones that are annoying. We did learn guns a little earlier in Ironforge, so as soon as we get one from the quest is over here. Start equipping that unless we get a drop sooner. Is there a way for me to get this scout without getting? Like it. Okay. I'll burst him down then. Not an ideal engage, but who we have to work with. Get the gouge and then we'll bandage. If I could have avoided having to use a potion there, I would have done that. Toss these boots. We're still working with regular linen, or like linen for regular bandages, but we do have heavy bandages that we're starting to start making. All right, I can pull this one on the left, and hopefully nothing on the right. Mr. Muffin, thank you for the follow. We're definitely going to skip the next part of this. Oh, thank God, a bag. Wait, I need the bear meat part of the quest. I like how our first bag we get is an 8 slot as well. So we just skip right over the 6 slots. It's actually a huge first drop. 2 regular trogs. I should be able to take them. I'm gonna wait for the health pots to go up in 5 seconds. This way, in case anything goes wrong, recover. We're not gonna need a bandage here, we're just gonna do it anyways. This trog space is scary enough as it is that I don't want to risk doing anything with low health that I don't need to. Like, I'm confident in my rogue play, but I don't have banish or anything right now. Just have a sprint. Get you pulled out a little bit more. We do have evasion up, so we can try to split those two. But we also don't need to. 2 scouts up top I'm not going to touch. I think this little camp right here on the right is going to be a little too much for us, so we'll probably just stick with the left. We could have handled it if he didn't pull, but it helps us out. long as we're getting single target pulls instead of pulling multiples, we're fine. We should be getting our ding in about 2 kills as well. I want to go for an opening on this left-hand side. But it doesn't feel like it's clear enough. We could try opening on this one. Most likely in a pool. That truck though. Go. So what we could have done instead of taking out the solo is we could have got a little risky and pulled multiple, finished off one, and then got our level in. We're gonna put a second point into remorseless attacks. This is gonna give us the crit chance for our sinister strike. Normally we start with this when we're leveling a rogue. However, I wanted to make sure that I had my sinister strikes generating enough already beforehand. We're still not finishing it up. Yeah, I can get the scout without pulling anything else. I guess not. I'm just not fond of like, see, for this engagement here, the scout's closer, but because of his aggro range, he's gonna start pulling about right here, and that's fine. But when the regular, like the melee trog comes over, that's where the problem comes, because he hits harder, and I can't damage out this one with just thrown. Playing on Doomhell. Thank you for the rose. I think that one. Okay, he pulled around the tree. So how am I gonna get to that one? General trucks here. Pull them both. I'm really surprised that scout didn't pull. I'm gonna bring him back a little bit.
Work complete.
Finally got the 8 out of 8. Let's get out of here.
How are you?
The cloth. Not good enough yet, but I'm sure we're gonna get an upgrade soon.
Well met. What can I do for you?
All right, so what we're gonna do since we hit 13 is we're gonna try to make it back for Hogger, so we can pick up this leather vest. We got yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll hurt back the gold share, pick up our abilities if we need to, upgrade first aid, and then we'll get Hogger.
You need something? See you around. What can I do for you?
Alright, so we have backstab, kick, and parry that we can pick up.
Have a good one.
Parry should be passive, and then kick is gonna be something that we have to actually manually do. I usually like to keep kick on 6 just because it's something that like it's there. Gouge will be another interrupt, so now we have 2 interrupts. We have both gouge and kick. Gouge is gonna be energy based. I know kick is energy based as well, but kick is just less
Open for business.
evasive as far as like how much space energy it takes. So we're gonna be able to pop that a lot more. I want to get rid of these. Realistically, I should keep the sharp over the blue.
See you later.
So we'll head over there, start getting ready for Hogger. If anything, we'll grind out some linen. Joey, thank you for the lives and good morning. Yeah, so it's my day off from work for one, so I was gonna be awake anyways. But my daughter called me at like 5 in the morning, because she's with my parents right now, and they went away for the weekend. So she called at 5 in the morning saying that she had a bad dream and couldn't sleep. So I was talking to her for a little bit, and then once she hung up and went back to sleep, my other daughter was just kind of like there. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to get her. Like, I pushed her off me, and then ended up deciding that it's too early for me to, or like too late in the day for me to try to go back to sleep. So I decided to just start streaming. We have a delivery today for their new beds that are coming, which should be anywhere between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. So that'll be happening soon. I figured I might as well just stay up till then. Maybe I'll grab a, like, get a nap later or something. Bigger. So my older daughter already has a twin size bed. She just sleeps in it. Like, she'll sleep in it sometimes, but other times she won't. And then my youngest daughter, she doesn't really sleep in a bed. She just more so sleeps with us. So we had a crib for her, but I guess now it's gonna be like, you know, her own actual bed, because we had a day bed for her that she didn't sleep in, and now we're getting her in an actual regular bed. So this would be a big bed upgrade for her. But we decided to go with a bunk bed setup. And the eldest daughter wasn't happy about it, because we're getting rid of her loft bed. She's got stairs now. I tried convincing the wife to get a slide, but she wasn't for it. Maybe we'll purchase one anyways. I mean, I'm not against it, but I also, you know, I tell you all the time, I don't do this for the money. Like, yeah, donations and everything are nice, but it's just more so I enjoy having people to talk to when I'm playing games. Like, it's been a long time since I've enjoyed World of Warcraft due to a social aspect of it. So, like, yeah, making a little bit of money while playing games and like talking to people has been nice. Don't get me wrong, I would love if it paid the bills, which I'm not even close to. But at the same time, I'm grateful for you guys that just come in and chat. I don't see anybody over here. we're level 13, so maybe we can do a solo here. I just feel more comfortable if there's someone else. I also need to get like a fill out for what his damage gauge is. Bandages go from 66 to 114, so I could swap to heavy and hope for the best. Does anybody know offhand what the damage output for Hogger is? I'm assuming 15. But also wouldn't be surprised if it's closer to 20 since he's an elite. Yeah, 1k per hit. He's got a massive crit ratio. Because these are hitting for 11s, so I think Hogger's like probably closer to 20. All right. If we keep the river right here next to us, over here, I feel more safe running towards Westfall than I do Wood. That is huge 30 hit. We might have been able to do it. We got him to 50% or 65% without really trying. So I think we get a proper opening on him. We might be able to do it. I'm just thinking like, I don't have gear right now. That's the main reason I'm like hesitant about it. I also wanted to get a feel for his damage. So he crit us for 39. Oh no, I crit him for 39. He crit us for 55. So he crits for 55, which is a fifth of our health. And then his basic attack's 25, which is like almost not a quarter, but 25 HP per hit is a pretty good chunk. What does he have? 666. I think we can do it. I'm gonna wait for evasion to come back up. Once evasion reprocs, or like comes back, we'll try it again. Because we didn't waste sprint or anything. I just realized my overlay. So I use a shared profile most of the time when I do it, but I guess my last one was casting, so I have my haste in here, which I don't even utilize. Should be good now. It's a terrible spot to do all this in. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and change the CUI back over as well. Okay, I guess that's not the way I want. Manually do it. Cedar Road, thank you for the follow. Just kind of setting up some of my real quick. I think we're good with that. I want the loot frame down though. Okay. Should be good. We're semi back to normal now. How's your day going today, Cedar? Are you a World of Warcraft fan? And if so, which WoW do you play? Classic, retail, uh, turtles? Speaking of turtles, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to, or like how frequently people are on Reddit for WoW subs, but there was a survey for Classic Plus that was released, like it was teased or leaked, I guess, of like features that they'd be adding, and some of the features were heavily inspired by Turtle WoW. Like they're gonna be building into Aion, Gilneas, which is like places that are already established in TWoW. Making High House as a race for Alliance, which is inspired by TWoW. Giving classes professions that are races classes that they don't have, which is something that TWoW does as far as like gnome hunters, orc mages, things like that. So it's nice that they're like getting the recognition that they deserve to go into retail servers. I'm just hoping that these changes don't mark an end for some of the fun we've been having. All right, we have evasion back up. We have our bandages ready. Ooh, we do have a gun. Didn't do as much damage though. Okay, we don't need this carving knife. We're not doing any holy damage. Nice. Yeah, I've been playing since 2004 myself. I originally started with a 30-day sub after buying the game, and then I played on my brother's account because he was the one that mainly was the like had the income to actually afford the game. Then he bought me some time for a while, and after I think Wrath of the Lich King was when I started paying for my own subscription. Like whatever money I got from chores and whatnot was going to it from there. Alright, let's go ahead and get this going. Got our slice and dice building up already. So far, half health auger with no damage taken. This is doable. He's gonna start getting us with crits right now. We'll gouge and heal just because we can. There we go, solo hogger. Obviously it's not really that much of a feat since we are level 13. However, that is an accomplishment in and of itself. I also got pants. So we got pants now, and then we're gonna be picking up a vest once we turn that quest in. We're done here, right? Yeah, everything in L1's done. This is the last one. I need to fix this experience bar. Guess that'll do. There we go. I want to get a little bit more cleaner. Because you can't see my level on my character. So I figured if it's right there in the experience bar, it'll be more of a data that's available for you guys to see. I'm trying to think of where I want to put the sin stats, if I want to keep that there or if I want to move it over. If I move this stuff to match the professions on the other side, it'd be more symmetrical, and then I could just have sin stats on the side. However, I'm pretty sure you guys care more about seeing the stats than you do my ping and backspace. We still haven't gotten our first gold yet, which is unfortunate. I mean, we are only 13, so I'm not too surprised. I just kind of hoped it would have came sooner.
I buy and trade.
All right. Don't need this, don't need this, don't need this. Don't need this. I think we sold our gun. Fortunate. It's fine. I mean, it was only a yeah, we'll sell this now. Losing the gun isn't too major. It was just a level 2 that was like the junk one. It just would have been nice to have.
Light bless you.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
We are 56 skinning, which means that we should be able to pick up journeyman now. I don't know what's showing us on leather working, to be honest. 20, which allows us to. Where do we get shoulders? Not anytime soon.
How are you?
Belts are at 25. It is an upgrade, but not much. I do need 2 more for the pants and vest I just got. Guess we can make all the kits. Probably the least amount of leather consumed. This would be at 40. That'd be the next huge upgrade.
Have a good one. Can I help you? See you around.
Good day to you. See you around.
Done here. Off to Stormwind to fly to what's it called? Iron Forge. Or actually, we'll skip straight to Lockmore. We don't need to go to Iron Forge. We do need to turn in Stormpike's over, so there was a reason for us to come here. Like, yeah, we could have turned Stormpikes in later, but I wanted to get rid of Hogger. Because now we have huge upgrades. Initially, we just had the two daggers that were green, but now we have our green chest piece and our green pants. Everything else will come this time. I want to kind of be as geared as possible going into Deadmines. Then we'll do all the quests required, or not the quests, the farming required to get the Black and Defias stuff, or Defias. I believe it's boots, pants, chest, gloves, and helm. The mask is gonna be a hard drop. I think it's just be a hard drop as well. I don't know what these keys are. So if we go get to Sneed, we can get the buzzsaw. We need both the smelting pants and the ring. More so the ring than the pants, because we don't really care for spirit. Thief blade for this one. Need the belt. So belt, boots, gloves, legging. Chest. There is no helm then. Okay, so the helm is just a regular. We can get the cool barb and the armor. That'd be great. I need to figure out where the rest of that drops in, because I know it's in there. Don't need anything. I mean, we can use the tenderizer. We just would choose not to.
Talk to me.
I wonder how many people are gonna actually go for that. Did I get the quest, me brother Nip? did not. Should have picked that up sooner. I just thought I did. I don't know why. I guess my mic was muted this whole time. My bad. Playing on classic Doom House. Sorry about that. I thought I was talking. Let's see. What do I want to do? Do I want to try to purchase a gun? Already in the military awards, might as well. We went to the weapons master. It's just more so actual vendors.
How are you?
What's on your mind?
There are upgrades here available for weapons. Ooh. That is a huge upgrade for throw. I didn't realize it kept going up.
Safe travels.
Yes, please.
Great to meet you. Watch your back.
Okay, forget.
What can I do for you? See you soon.
But, all right. We'll use them all for now, and then we'll upgrade to this one. But that is a huge upgrade for us that I didn't know was possible for throwing. We do have Red Ridge and Westfall available, but we are gonna go back to Lockmore Animal Quest over there, and then we'll head to Westfall in a little bit once we get closer to like 14, 15 maybe. I want to be able to survive because I think the first like the initial like 4 tusks are the 13, so I want to make sure we're able to survive before we go back there.
What can I do for you?
Go ahead and set this as our home.
How are ya?
Supply a little bit. I think we're good for bread. Wouldn't be too bad of an option, but we're content on that. We have our bandages and everything.
Off
Need to
with
cook
you.
some stuff, but other than that, I think we're set. This chunk of boar meat isn't what we're making right now. We're gonna be making the intestines. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start farming the sausages now. We have our inventory space fully upgraded with that 8 slot we got earlier. We still have 2 more, I think 3 more slots actually. Yeah, we still have 3 more back slots. So hopefully we can get some 6 slots in when we start killing these tunnel rats. I don't know if they ever went down, or at least for me they didn't. I've been playing with No Interruption, and we're playing on the Doomhell server. don't think I need to worry about poison from these spiders. I feel like we're already at a high enough level, and our health is enough to where that should be an issue. All right, which one of you three is going to give me an issue? Is it going to be the boars, the spiders, or the bears? One of these is going to have a high drop rate. The other one's going to be super low. I think super know the boars already. 1 or 3 for spiders, 1 or 3 for bears. Two or three already. So far, spiders are cooperating. I don't think I'll have too much of an issue with the bears as long as I can find them.
Work complete.
3 or 3 for spiders. All right, we're looking good so far. Yeah, the problem with the bears is gonna be finding them. Thankfully, there's 3 back to back right here. Alright, I think I'm gonna... If the next song has anything to do with Rihanna in it, we're probably gonna skip. Rihanna and Eminem. Don't have an issue with them. I feel like we've just been listening to them a lot, and I want to bring more variety back into the mix. I don't want this AI DJ thinking that that's all we listen to. Okay, so now we are, we just need the 1 more bear meat, But we'll go ahead and start making progress towards these routes. It's 3. Two's a whole different story. 2 I can handle. 3 I can handle. I just don't want to. There's like a comfort handle, and then there's a okay, we gotta try hard, and I don't want to try. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm locked in, but I also don't want to be like forced to focus on playing without being able to do any commentary. Let's see if this mage wants to go into the tunnels. I don't know if I trust randoms like that though. Alright, so there are 2 people. We're getting really lucky so far with the drop rates. I know obviously bringing that to mission is gonna ruin our chances, but I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I want the experience for leveling, so because like, if I turn these quests in, it's only gonna be the equivalent of like 7 or 8 mobs. Whereas if I'm just grinding, getting a little bit more experience a little faster. want to swap in my new throwing daggers. I just realized I didn't even take my strength pot when I was fighting Hogger. Morning, Digi. Chris. Always on the road. Anytime I want to play easy, then I'll play mage. But trying to get this rogue to 60, which we've struggled a little bit. We've died a few times just getting cocky. Well, yeah, I mean, Locke's definitely the easiest one, but mage is more like AoE leveling. And, if you want like super easy, then yeah, it's Locke and then Hunter. Two easiest classes for sure. But yeah, we're doing hardcore Southbound on the Doomhell server. There's a community that we play with over here. And then Rogue is one of those classes where, like, especially for Southbound, like, I don't have to worry about much. I'm just getting the leather working just to get my gear up. I should have took tailoring. Alright, let's see if I can change that. I forget that TikTok doesn't have the same filters OBS has. So on OBS, I have my okay. I bumped up the mic, lowered the game audio, or like the main audio, so it should be a huge difference. But on OBS, I have my filter set up to where it the game volume lowers as I talk. So I completely forgot that the TikTok studio doesn't have the same filters. So like if you're gonna be watching from the other streaming services, it'll filter out better. Yeah. So the only reason why I'm doing human over like night elf or rogue, like I like to play rogue or night elf or gnome. I like to play gnome just because of the memes for it.
Work complete.
But I know that if you want a better like passives and everything, to go with night elf. However, I play based off of like what I'm content with. So for human, I know the starting area. I was able to clear the starting area within like 1 through 10 within like an hour. And then I just kind of got lazy with professions and everything. Like oh, you didn't want the first person view? But yeah, like we started this character off just speed leveling. I've seen some like people that were doing some runs that were like 1 through 20 was 2 hours or something like that. So I was like, you know what, that would be an interesting thing to do. And then I realized I have no idea what to do after like Argo Deep Mine. I guess I would just like grind out mobs, work on my professions and whatnot. Because at that point, like after you kill Goldtooth, you're just kind of running back and forth through Alwyn. And it'd make more sense just to grind like either the gnomes or not gnomes, gnolls or boars. I need one more bear. Could head back up and turn these in, but I actually have a buddy who is doing a first person playthrough of a Southbound. I think he's like a hunter. So I'm interested to see like how far he progresses with that. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it wouldn't be hard, especially playing hunter. It's be the same thing as doing like warlock. You just, I mean, the first 10 levels, yeah, that'll suck. So Southbound means no auction house and no trading, which is pretty much just basic hardcore for Turtle WoW. Like honestly, comparing the two server like Turtle WoW's hardcore versus retail hardcore, I prefer Turtle WoW just because the restrictions are a little bit more. Like for Turtle WoW hardcore, there's no trading, no auction house. Oh no, there's trading within 5 levels, but no auction house. You can't group with people 5 levels above or below you, so like you can't get boosted by level 60 running through dead mines and stuff like that. Whereas even though I'm Southbound and playing hardcore here, I can easily just find somebody who's level 60 plus and be like, hey, run me through dead mines. I need to grind some gear. And maybe if I like shoot them a gold or two, they'll do it. Which,
Good.
that's cool and all. I don't, that's not my playstyle. But yeah, so since there's no trading, I gotta figure out kind of like, yeah, for WoW Classic, these are like, there's a, when you create a character, there's like a little box that says Southbound, and you click on that, and then it's no auction house, no trading. That's it.
Work complete.
I think right now it's only on the anniversary servers, and it'll probably make it to the like PATA servers or the TBC servers like after MOP comes out. When was the last time you played Classic, did you? When SOD came out? I tried playing retail the other day. It's not the worst. I just don't like the state retail's in,
What can I do for you?
especially like with the way I'm used to playing. Like the fact that I already have heirlooms and everything unlocked, kind of hard for me to like discipline myself into not using it. What the hell is this person at? Oh, backside. Okay. Yeah, it does. I mean,
Well met. Safe travel.
even outside of like the solo stuff found for retail, I don't think I tried it. Thank you for the follow, Kenny. Retail in general, just like because you hit 10 and then you're able to fly. It's not just 10 and then you get a regular mount. It's level 10 and then you get a flying mount. And I don't know. I don't like that. Did I not turn this quest in? Just when I talked to him already.
What's on your mind?
Guess we have to go bracers.
Be good.
Doesn't make sense to go boots. So. All right, so now we're at a crossroads. I don't want to do that quest, that's for sure. In Defense of the King's Land sucks. At least part 2.
Hell,
I guess we'll go Westfall. Because the other option would be making the trek to Wetlands.
off with it.
And I don't really feel like doing that. Yes and no. So I don't have the subscription for Zygor. I'm not opposed to it. But I'm using, I think, Joanna's Guide. That's what it is. But I'm also not using it. Yeah, it's Joanna's Guides from joannasworld.com. The speedrunner that created this guide passed away, I think, a year ago. So that was the main reason why I started using it, was just to kind of like sorry about that, to just pay homage to them. But the plans are like, it used to be like $6 a month, $5.99, $5 a month, or whatever, but they had a an everything plan that was available. So I just did that one-time purchase for $120 instead of doing the, I think it was like $12 a month for Zygor or whatever. But yeah, if you need the what's it called, like if you want to give it a try or whatnot, I have the login for it. Pretty sure Zygor is more updated as far as like War Within and whatnot. I think it's also more well-rounded. But the one that I have or that I'm using currently, it's classic TBC and then Wrath of the Lich King. But it's more towards like catered towards speedrunning, whereas Zyger's a complete guide. So it's one of those things where like each one has their what they have to offer. I prefer the Joanna's over Rested Experience, even though they're kind of about the same. I also just find myself more attracted to like one-time payment stuff. Like I have no problem with subscriptions, but like even right now with WoW, it doesn't matter if I was gonna play for a couple weeks or if I was gonna play for a month. Like I'd rather play for free on Turtle WoW. But I have people that were playing started playing Classic. So I was like, all right, you know, if this guild's gonna be going, then I'll pay my subscription. After that first month, the guild already started falling apart, or just people keep dying before 20. So I was like, all right, my subscription's paid for the year. I'm gonna make the most of it, so I'm gonna keep playing, or I'll start, you know, going into retail and getting some content cleared for that. But if I was doing like $15 a month for Zygor and $15 a month for like just a subscription service for retail, as well as playing the game, then I'm just like, why would I do that? Especially since, like, you know, the game's 20 plus years old, and if I'm going to be playing Classic, all the guides are already online for free. The only benefit you have for like paying for something would be the in-game add-on. But the thing about dying pre-20 is, okay, if you have no idea what you're doing, it sucks. But if you've been grinding constantly, it can be done within 3 hours. I mean, hardcore is a different story as well because of what's it called? The chance for like drop rates and stuff like that, or even crits. But like, okay, so the last time I played a rogue, I was in this exact same situation. Level 13, less than 100 or like 2%. 0.02% for like, I'm talking about drop rates for quests. Like if you're grinding quests and you need a specific amount of stuff, like let's just say if you're Finn and you're spending an hour grinding out Zevra hosts, like by that time you should already been 60. This is World of Warcraft Classic WoW on the anniversary server Doomhell. But so right here we have a level 12. I'm 13. I think the last time I came in this area I was 11, and I was close to dinging about a fight this boar here, and it ended up killing me. So like obviously, different story now. But definitely something like pay attention to. Like ready off to a way better start. Appreciate the gifts tonight. So I recommend it for a lot of people. It's definitely something to at least like experience once before you can say whether you like it or not. There are many versions of World of Warcraft. Most notably is the classic, which is what I'm playing, and then there are the retail servers or live servers as people refer to them. Retail WoW is a lot more catered towards people with ADHD or that have a requirement for instant satisfaction or gratification. Like, so anytime I'm playing, like whenever I'm questing and whatnot, it doesn't really matter to me if I instantly get the gear drop that I want or if I'm going to be leveling. Because I think right now we're almost at 5 hours for this character and we're only level 13, about to be 14, which isn't the greatest as far as like how much I normally level. But if you were to play on the retail servers and you'd be like 5 hours in, you're already going to be level 40 to 50. Classic WoW has a lot of walking around and a lot of downtime. Retail servers, you can just instantly jump from one dungeon to another, go from group to group, and you never really have to interact with people. Classic WoW is a lot more like, I would say, immersive. Like, I'm attached to this character. I know how much damage this character can do and how much it can take. I know what my abilities are and like when I'm gonna get them. Whereas if I'm playing on the retail servers, I have no idea. Like, I'll level up like 3 to 5 levels per dungeon, and then I have no idea what new abilities I just gained or where to put my talent points. And then that comes down to like for me here, I can either just like, obviously you can read them on the live servers as well, but like I know kind of where I want to put them here. Whereas on the retail servers, I'd have to look up a guide or something. And it comes down to a little bit of familiarity, as well as also just kind of like they throw a bunch at you.
I buy and trade.
I
See you
supply
later.
only the finest goods.
Well, I can light heights now. I don't need the boring intestines anymore. We'll go ahead and start putting more points into combat, and we'll probably go gouge. So we have a with the increased duration, we'll get our stuns long enough to where we can get a full bandage off instead of a partial.
Safe travels. How are you?
Find that back actually. I don't think I made my belt yet. Better one equipped, so I don't need it. And we'll just go more into bits then.
you
44 gives
around.
us enough to
Anything
make the
specific? Have a good one.
full of the chest with stamina. Which I think is kind of like what we have, but it'd be more armor. Pick up Red Light Madness. We'll get this quest here, and then we'll start killing the fires and everything around. Alright, my daughter is just waking up, so AFK for a second. I was doing Mystic. Sorry, I had to AFK real quick. Daughter ended up waking up, so now we're a little companion with us.
King's honor, friend.
So let's go. Honestly, we have a lot we can do now. Charlotte actually, so the middle one. Anastasia is with my parents. They took her for since they just started summer vacation. They took her for the week to the mountains. And then she comes back I think tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Sunday. But I have a mattress getting delivered, or actually a new bunk for them. Because she currently has a loft bed, and then Charlotte has a just a little crib that was converted to a day bed. But we end up getting on bunk beds, so that's going to be delivered anywhere between now and 5 o'clock. But yeah, the stream's been going good so far, Mystic. Got about 3 levels in. No close calls yet. Watch my health here.
Health warning.
That's the main flaw about holding the kid while playing. I appreciate you stopping by, and thanks for the follow. I'm doing skinning and leatherworking. So as I was thinking about this, like when I was talking to you earlier about it being self-found, I realized that I should have grabbed I should have started with skinning and tailoring, because if I would have grabbed tailoring, and then I would have made my bags. And right now the only bag I have is an 8 slot that I picked up from Tunnel Rats. And I can go and buy bags, but I'm just trying not to spend the money if I don't need to. So if I were to end up dying and making this character again, I'm gonna pick up for sure tailoring to start off with so I can get bags, and then I'll do skinning so I can get leather and everything. And then once I get to a specific like level or like progression, then I'll drop tailoring for leatherworking, make my gear, and probably drop skinning for either mining or engineering at a later point. Like end game would probably end up going towards like engineering or alchemy for pets, but I don't think I need pet pots. Pet tree would be nice, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm gonna be raiding, just because of lifestyle as well as like scheduling. Like working days, it's a lot easier for, especially with my Amazon schedule, a lot easier for me to set stuff up. However, having kids makes it so much harder to do things. Like I can't just be like, okay guys, I'm gonna completely abandon my kids from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. so we can raid. Yeah, I definitely need to exile. I'm gonna be depending on old Blanchy's food sack soon. They're not too expensive, but like I said, I just would prefer not to. Like if I can help not buying bags, then I will prolong it as long as possible. I don't think I can gouge this skin. I don't think there's one in Goldshire. It's for sure here in Westfall. You get a 3 slot or 4 slot. Gouge. I cannot gouge. Okay. I like how even though I couldn't get the gouge off, I tried a bandage anyways. I gotta be careful not to pull into the wolf. Another mistake I've made before in hardcore has been as soon as I've done killing one mob, I'm still spamming my hotkeys and then I end up triggering another. Thankfully, like the last time that happened, I was only level 1 or 2, so it didn't set me back much. Sounds like the other one's waking up now. I'm gonna clear this area here, and then we're probably gonna have to earth out. Morning, love. Yeah, alright. We are gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Appreciate you guys for tuning on. Anybody, GG, was nice talking to you again. Definitely gonna try to keep playing this a little bit more as I can. But unfortunately, Air Duty's call. But if you're gonna get into classic WoW Digi, or if you want to get back into Turtle, I'm still playing that daily. But yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll see you later. All right, baby. Let's go.